Ephesians chapter 1. You can screenshot it if you want so you can follow along. Feels like there's not. Feels like there's fuzziness there. Okay. Here we get started. Y'all get the living letters. Okay. Shaul, an emissary of Yeshua HaMashiach, by the desire of Elohim, to the Kodeshim, that's the disciples or saints, or set apart ones. I know it's Kodesh is set apart. Kodeshim are like disciples, who are in Ephesus, and the true of Messiah, Yeshua. Favor to you and peace from Yahweh our Father and the Adonai Yeshua HaMashiach. Baruch be the Elohim and Father of our Adonai Yeshua HaMashiach, who has barak us with every spiritual baraka. That's a blessing. In the Shamayim, heaven, in Messiah. Even as he chose us in him before the foundations of the world, that we should be Kodesh, set apart, and blameless before him in love, having previously ordained us to adoption as sons through Yeshua HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his desire, to the praise of the esteem of his favor, with which he favored us in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of trespasses, according to the riches of his favor, which he has lavished on us in all wisdom and insight, having made known to us the secret of the desire according to his good pleasure, which he pursued in him. For to administer verse 10, to administer at the completion of time, to gather together in one all in Messiah, both which are in the Shemayim and which are in the earth, to him. Well, that clears up a lot, doesn't it? Verse 11, in whom also we obtained an inheritance, being previously ordained according to the purpose of him, working all according to the counsel of his desire, for us to be the praise of his esteem, those having first trusted in Messiah, in whom you also having heard the word of his truth, the good news of your deliverance, in whom also having believed you were sealed with the Ruach HaKodesh, that's the set apart spirit of promise, who is the pledge of our inheritance until the redemption of the purchased possession, to the praise of his esteem. For this reason, I too, having heard of your belief in the Adonai Yeshua, and your love for all the Kodeshim, do not cease giving thanks for you, making mention of you in my prayers, that the Elohim of our Adonai, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Father of esteem, would give you a spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of him, the eyes of your understanding being enlightened, so that you know what is the expectation of his calling, and what are the riches of the esteem of his inheritance in the Kodeshim. Let me turn the page, okay? It's a new Bible, so it doesn't want to turn. Now maybe you can screenshot. Okay, and then y'all get the living letters. Here we go. And what is the exceeding greatness of his power toward us who are believing, according to the working of his mighty strength, which he wrought in the Messiah, when he raised him from the dead and seated at his right hand in the Shemayim, far above all rule and authority and power and mastery of every name that is named, not only in this age, but also in that which is to come. And he put all under his feet and gave to his and gave him to be the head over all to the assembly, which is his body, and completeness of him who fills all in all. And you were dead in trespasses and sin, in which you once walked according to the course of this world, according to the ruler and the authorities of the air, of the spirit that is now working in the sons of disobedience, among whom also we also once lived in the lust of the flesh, doing the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, as also the rest. But Yeshua, who is rich in compassion, became because of his great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive together with Messiah. By favor you have been saved, and raised up together, and made to sit together in the Shemayim, in Messiah Yeshua, in order to show in the coming ages that exceeding riches of his favor in kindness toward us in Messiah Yeshua. Okay, I went past the 2 mark on purpose because when Billy Brim reads it, she always waits until she gets to the part where we're sitting in heavenly places in the authority of Christ Yeshua.